Hello everyone, what is up? Crypto Comrade here, back with another video. In this video today, I want to bring to you another gem. This is a project that I have invested in a while ago, but I've only finished my deep diving yesterday. And I wanted to dedicate some time to this project for a while now, because I really believe that what they're doing is really unique, and hopefully it will bring us very good return on investment. So the project I want to talk to you about is called Aubit. Okay, now what is this project all about? Okay, so this is their website, but we're gonna go straight into the diving. Okay, so what is what is Aubit all about? It's about bringing network effects known in crypto to traditional finance. Okay, so you know, and we've talked about this in the channel before regarding Polkadot, Cardano. But mainly, the biggest one is Bitcoin. How the network effect, how crypto networks grow with the network effect. So Metcalfe's law states that a network is as a kind of an exponential growth to itself. So for each person that enters the network doesn't grow linearly, so it doesn't grow by a factor of 1, but it goes to the factor of the power of 2. Okay, so as more and more people get in, the network grows exponentially. And why is this important to us? Because we know, especially in crypto, and Bitcoin is the biggest network developed in crypto, we know that the more people are using Bitcoin, the more value Bitcoin will have, because it will be more people will be holding it, so the supply will decrease, and more people will be chasing it, which means the demand will increase. This can also be seen in other networks, mostly made available by the internet, such as Facebook. Okay, Facebook has grown a lot, and the only reason Facebook is worth so much nowadays, it has other endeavors, of course, but initially, the biggest growth from Facebook could be attributed to its network effect, because social medias are like this. If they are not used, if there is no network effect, then they are useless. But as you could see with Facebook, the initial growth is slow, but as soon as more and more people start using it, the growth is exponential. Okay, and so this is what network effects really mean. And how are they planning to bring this from crypto into traditional finance? Okay, so they start by stating, this is my summary. So they say that currently fees are sucking out the revenue from investors in traditional finance. Okay, if you ever tried, nowadays you can buy ETFs and have low fee funds, which most of them are readily available. But if you want to venture to some specific products, you'll have a hard time finding a good price for them, or at least low fees. That's my what I meant, because most of them are managed and actively managed, and they will. Either you have a lot of money, or you're gonna get sucked out of your revenue from fees. Okay, so for people who have billions of dollars, this is maybe not a big issue, but for the little guy, for me and you, it gets pretty daunting, and it's very hard to go on to these type of products. Also, in traditional finance, you have growth. Your wealth grows because of the appreciation of the asset. Okay, so if you buy Apple stock, your value grows because Apple stock becomes more expensive. Okay, but the total quantity of the stock or the commodity, gold, silver, whatever, stays the same. Okay, so one Apple stock, if you buy one Apple stock and the stock price goes up, you have more wealth, but you still have only one Apple stock. Okay. And in traditional finance, of course, as more people want to have the asset or the stock or whatever, of course, as momentum and FOMO start to build up, you have something to gain, because your asset will be more wanted. Okay, but you will not benefit from that asset creating a network. Okay, and how does Aubit proposes to solve this? So they want to tokenize real-world assets, okay, and distribute 80% of the network fees back to the users, thus creating a network effect and democratizing access. Okay, so by tokenizing these assets, you can basically go onto their app. They will have an app. It should be available in Q1, but we're already over Q1, but it should be coming out pretty soon. They will have an app where you can buy, for instance, let's say gold, okay? And you're not really buying gold, okay? You're buying tokenized gold, but in essence, when you buy an ETF or when you buy gold, you're literally not holding the gold, right? You're holding like some custodian holds the gold for you. So it ends up being more or less the same. And let's say, for instance, that you buy gold. When you buy gold on the platform, let's say you want to buy $100 of gold. Now you're going to pay a fee to the platform, but instead of that fee going exclusively to the platform owners, in this case, only 20% goes to the platform owners. The remaining 80% gets distributed across the users and gets distributed in the form of the asset you're buying. So that means that everyone that is holding gold will receive a small percentage of gold for my purchase of gold, okay? So that's how they're planning on building a network effect, because as more and more and more people use the platform, okay, there will be more and more transactions, and you will gain not only because gold will appreciate in value, or at least if you hold it, that's what you're hoping, but also because as more and more people buy and sell gold, the fees created will get distributed back to you. So your assets will grow not only in value, but in number as well, okay? That's how they plan on creating a network effect. Also, they plan on investing in democratizing access, okay? So you will be able to invest with as little as $1, okay? There will be no minimal entrance, okay? That's big because it will allow you to save. For people who have less money, will allow them to save and get access to good products, good financial products with little money, and slowly starting to build up their wealth, okay? And also because they will have low fees, they will also not get sucked by the regular fees in traditional finance. Also, they will also be offering some hedge funds, some high-end hedge funds for everyone. They will also be tokenizing these hedge funds. So these are funds that you would traditionally need to be a millionaire to be able to access, because either they have very high fees or they are simply not available to people like you and me. They plan on catching people also by providing them these elite products, okay? And we can go over some of the products that they're offering, but that's not the point of this, really not the point of this review, okay? So for me, as far as I'm concerned, this looks like a very sick problem-solving proposition. I think this app could really get people going, could get a lot more people involved in finance, and reap the benefits of creating a network effect. But how does the token fare? Okay, currently this project is at 25 million, okay? In the bull market, this is kind of like a micro cap. This is very, very small cap. The total supply is 10 billion, which is very, very large. And the currently circulating supply is at 2 billion, which means that only 20% of the tokens are in circulation. So the private sale and seed price, they are absurdly cheap. Private sale investors are right now at 10x, okay? And seed investors are kind of like almost 100x. They're over 100x actually. Okay, so these guys are in a huge profit. Okay, this is how the token is distributed. As you can see, there's a lot of different distributions. I would like to focus not so much on the distribution right now, but will there be any token releases? Because this is something we need to be careful of, because these guys could dump on us, right? They got the tokens very cheap, so they can sell it right now and already make huge profits. Okay, so as we can see from the seed sale, I'll leave this information here in case you want to check it out too. But from the seed sale, 55% of the tokens are released, so we still have 45% to go. So this is something that worries me a little bit, because there's still a significant amount of people with very, very cheap tokens that can dump on us. The private sale, however, has been completely released, okay? So we don't have these people to dump on us. Also, they have these early investors. So these they not only have the seed sale, they have the private pre-sale. They also have the early investors, which they did not disclose, at least that I could find, the price of these tokens. But I'm assuming this should be even cheaper than the seed sale. Okay, and these guys are soon to be released. Okay, this is my biggest concern with this project, is that there are still some major unlocks coming. Okay, but also, to be completely honest, this is something that I will rate it as negative, because it is negative. But I mean, if people get very early in this project and they understand the scope of this project, they are not gonna sell it at this price, okay? Maybe if it does a 10x, if it goes to 150 million, they will be, I don't know, 1000x or something like that. I mean, that's, maybe they can start dumping on us, and they will dump. But I don't think it's that big of a concern as if this was a regular DeFi project, because we're talking about people here, people who invest in a project like this, as you're going to see, the advisors and the people who are related are people with a lot of money, okay? These are not your regular crypto whales who are looking to make a quick pump and dump, okay? It's a bit different type of investor. Now, taking into consideration that although the total supply is 10 billion, as you can see here, we have the proof of stake rewards that are still locked for 24 months, the team tokens which are locked for 12 months, the advisors for 12 months, the partnerships for 12 months, the expansion ecosystem for 12 months. The early investors are now going to start to be released. We're going to have community incentives releasing soon, but right now the effective total supply that we can count on, if we take out all of these percentages of tokens that are locked, is currently 5.3 billion. So we have almost 50% of the tokens unlocked right now, or in circulation. So we're not that, we won't get that much diluted if you think like this, okay? Only in 12 months to 24 months time do we have to worry about a major dilution, okay? So we still have a lot of time to go until then. By then I expect the platform to be at a very big level, so it won't be as concerning, okay? So we can expect 0.84% of the tokens to enter the circulation from early investors in seed sale, which will be soon to end, but we'll still be releasing on the following months. And this is something that, as I was saying, worries me the most. But as I said before, I think these, given the scope of the project, these are not people who are here to dump. Okay, they are here to hold, and maybe when this project is worth a lot more, will they start selling? That's my opinion. I might be wrong, and this is something we should worry about. This part of the tokenomics. Okay, so is the token useful? Because a platform like this could perfectly work without the token. So why do we need a token? This is something like this is a deal breaker, because if the token is not essential to the platform, they could at any time remove the token, and you'll be left with nothing to do with the token. So this is something you should always look for in a project. Is the token an essential part of the project? Okay. Now the token will be used for their consensus mechanism, which will be proof of fidelity. I'm not sure if this is the consensus mechanism or is something that they're trying to give this crypto jargon to stuff like proof of fidelity. Basically, what they mean is that people who want to provide their services on the platform will need to stake a significant amount of their token, which is FWT. So let's say, for instance, you are a gold custodian and you want to offer your services to Aubit. You want to take advantage of the number of people who you believe will be joining the platform. Okay, they will let you join the platform, but you have to stake a significant amount of FWT. They say this will be around 15% of the amount of the services they'll provide, okay? So it's something that if they do not deliver, if they, for some instance, let's say have some problems or do not deliver the gold they are supposed to deliver, or don't deliver the stocks, they will lose their tokens, okay? And they will have, that will be valid at 15% of what they are, of what they have at stake, right? So it's something that will make people or the service providers less likely to not really rug pull, but to misbehave, okay? And this is important because this will function as a locking mechanism. This is effectively a staking mechanism, because enterprises that want to join the network will have to stake the token. This is kind of like the Polkadot parachains. Okay, projects who want to join Polkadot will have to stake the native token, and this is something similar. Maybe they got inspired on Polkadot, because if you want to, like, if you're a stockbroker, gold custodian, silver custodian, whatever your product may be, you will need to have the token to provide service on the platform. So this is a big way for the token to get locked and not enter circulation. Also, if you have the token, they call this native staking. Again, is kind of like a crypto jargon, because this is not really staking. You're not contributing to the consensus of the blockchain, but you need to hold, basically you need to hold FWT on your Aubit wallet. And the more tokens of FWT you have, the more Aubitized growth you will get. Aubitized growth is basically what I was saying about you getting the revenues paid in the asset itself. So for instance, let's say if you hold Bitcoin on your FT wallet, on your Aubit wallet, the more FWT you have on your wallet, the more you will learn from the transactions of Bitcoin that go on the network. So you will accumulate more Bitcoin as more people transact on the network, given that you have the more FWT you have, the more of these fees you will get. Okay. Also, the token will be fundamental to access the services. So to access the virtual hedge funds that I was talking about, you will need to have 25% of the value you want to own on the product as the token. So if you want to have $1,000 on the product, you need to have $250 of the token. And in order to receive the maximum gains from these services, you'll need to have the equivalent of 100% of the value you want to invest. So if you want to invest $1,000 in one of their products, you'll need to have $1,000 of the token. So the token will be necessary and will give you benefits on the platform. So I think it is it's a utility token and has a very valid use case. Also, it will allow you to pay lower fees in the network, and the fees will be paid in the token itself. So it's also a nice way to use the token and to consume the token, and make it. The people will need to have it in order to take the most benefit from the platform. So currently the app is not available. They have been starting to roll out some of their products that I can show you in a little bit. One of them they have like some quantum trading going on, so they can trade. They could do micro trades a long time, and they claim to have some very high APYs. That's some of the hedge funds they will be offering will be based on this. They are still not live, but full disclaimer, I was one of the first people to like, if you go to their website, you can join the app waiting list, and I was one of the first ones to do it apparently. So I got access to the early platform. I still haven't entered it, but I'm waiting for permission to go in and test the platform and test maybe some of their products. I don't know. But this is full disclaimer, so I'm not being paid. This is not a sponsored review by any means, but I do have initial access to the platform, okay? But the app currently is not live yet. So about the advisors, I don't want to get this to get too big, but you have guys that work with Carlsberg, Unilever, and Danone. You have Joel Kruger, which is their chief investment officer, was also chief investment officer at a big insurance company and managed a 75 billion portfolio. They have the guy that works at UX UI was also working at Morgan Stanley. They have an advisor that was from the Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs. So we're talking about people from the traditional finance trying to get into crypto. So I think this is the type of investor that will not dump on you, I think, and will probably let this platform actually truthfully leverage these traditional finance products, because they need to have these connections. If they are to give you gold and stocks and everything, they need to have these connections. Partnerships. So they basically have big names. I assume they are big because I don't know anything about lawyer firms, but I mean, for me it's important that they actually have a lawyer firm with them as a partner, because this is a real company with real reputation on the line. They will not get alongside a crypto platform if they did not believe that this could actually deliver. The same goes for Deltec, which is a corporate banking in the Bahamas. So I think they are laying the ground very well for what is to come. Growth prediction. Again, the most comparable project, I believe, which is, I mean, truthfully, there is none comparable. This is unique. But, I mean, Celsius is like, you could say it also has an utility token that gets you more benefits on the platform. It's not really the same, because it's like Celsius is more like a bank. But, I mean, it's the type of market cap that maybe we can aim for if the project grows and does garner network effects, because Celsius really lives off the network effect of the Cell token. So in the best case scenario, we're looking at a 3 billion market cap. I mean, I would not expect the token to reach this price on this run. I mean, everything is possible in crypto, but I would not expect this because this is dependent on the growth of the network. And so we can only reach this price if the network does grow significantly. And I believe that will not happen during this bull run. However, the reasonable scenario for me is a 10x. I think this is pretty much achievable during this bull run. Worst case scenario, I think it's very hard that you'll get off losing on this token. Again, not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. This is how I'm investing and approaching the market. And for me, I think it's very unlikely that I would have less than a 2x. Okay, very unlikely. So for the final checklist that we need to answer for the products that we are reviewing. So is the product unique and groundbreaking? I believe yes. Is it in a trending narrative? Yes. DeFi, network effects, this is very trending. Does it have a working product? The answer is no, but we can say almost. Has it been under development for some time? Yes. Okay, this is important for me. This project has been under development, I believe, since 2016. Some projects will just come around, founded like 1 month ago. They will just leave from the hype, okay, and they have nothing built beneath them. To build a project very big and with a big scope, you need time, okay? And these guys have been working under the radar for some years now. Okay, for the token, is the token irreplaceable in the system? Yes, definitely. Is there a staking lockup system? Yes, absolutely. Both from the people that want to garner benefit from the platform, but also from the companies that want to enter the platform to sell their products. So yes. Is it currently in an accumulation phase? The answer is no. As you can see from the, you can't even find this token on TradingView, okay? It's really new, but you go to BitMax and you can see it's actually in an uptrend. Now it has dipped quite considerably. I would expect it to find some support here because it's near this zone of resistance. So this could be a good time for an entry. Again, not financial advice, but I might be looking to scope some more tokens at this price. Is a dump foreseeable in the future? I would say, is it dump free? I would say no, because technically, I've said that I don't think they will dump, but it is not dump free. Okay, you can get dumped on. Can the market cap grow easily? Yes, it has a huge potential for growth. 25 million is very low. Is there an upcoming positive price event? Yes, the app will be released. We expect very soon, since they are rolling out the initial parts of the app and they are starting to invite the first people who got into the waiting list. I think it will be very soon. The app will be live, and that could really drive the price up because this token will live from network effect. So the more people who are using the app, the more it will grow. Is awareness still low? I would say yes. Okay, this token has been around for some time. It has been shielded by some YouTubers and some in some of the crypto Twitter, but it is largely under the radar still. Is there a marketing plan? Yes, there is. There is a marketing plan, and they have community funds that will be released soon for marketing. Has it yet to reach a major exchange? Yes, it has. Currently, is only available on BitMax, which now has rebranded to SNX. So yeah, it's pretty under the radar, guys. Does the team have a track record for delivering? I would say yes. We couldn't really dive on to the team because I don't want this to get excessively long, but they have guys from traditional finance, as I've told you, and guys that have done very big things in traditional finance. So I think we are good. Is the project deployed or connected to a major live chain? I would ignore this question because right now this will have its own blockchain, so we can't really expect it to be connected to anything. Okay, so I don't expect this to be going on Ethereum or anything like that because it just doesn't make sense. Are there partnerships with big players? Yeah, really big players, big banks, big lawyer firms. So I would say I would give this this token will have a 12 out of 15, which is pretty damn nice. And okay, that's basically my review. I will be adding this token to my price prediction here. I decided not to update the prices because we are currently undergoing a market dump, so whatever, why should I even bother if the performance will be skewed by the dip, okay? Just the final thoughts. The roadmap, you can see the roadmap here. They are very close to delivering some of their most valued milestones, sorry. So they will have a forex trading gateway very soon, the open banking, card payments on their app. They will be expecting in the end of this year to get some e-money licenses, eventually to become a private bank. This is 2022, but this is where they are going to. They will also want to develop a stable coin. So they are going for a very big project here, okay, guys? The staking will be coming soon, okay? This is all Q1 and still hasn't been delivered, so I expect this to be on very soon. And okay, there's a lot of things on the way, guys. This project is going to be, I believe, really big, okay? Final thoughts, also closing remarks, actually. I will be leaving the links on the description below where you can buy the token, and also part of my disclaimer, I will give you a referral link to the app. You can also enter their referral program, which is part of their way to expand the network and get more people to use the app, okay? So I will leave the links on the description. If you want to give this channel a little bit of help, please use the links. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.